is the problem I have with Peter Obi. I have to confess. This is the problem I have with Peter Obi. Okay? This is the problem. Personally, you see, I've never supported Peter Obi. I will never support Peter Obi. I won't support Peter Obi, and I will never support him. And I will tell you the reason why I won't support him. Over the past 24 hours, a lot has happened in the political space. I saw a statement credited to Peter Obi, and in that statement, Peter Obi said, and I quote, that his supporters should not abuse Dr. Adeboye, and that his supporter, that some people are using Dr. Adeboye's and are using his name to abuse Dr. Adeboye's personality or attack Dr. Adeboye. You see, this is the problem I have with Peter Obi. I have to confess. This is the problem I have with Peter Obi. Okay? This is the problem. Personally, you see, I've never supported Peter Obi. I will never support Peter Obi. I won't support Peter Obi, and I will never support him. And I will tell you the reason why I won't support him. Peter Obi used to be in APGA. From APGA, he changed to PDP. The same Peter Obi is Baba Obasanjo, is General Obasanjo that is sponsoring him. So, Peter Obi, with that your statement, it shows that even if you become president, you are going to run an elitist government. Who is Baba Adeboye that we cannot criticize? Who is Dr. Adeboye that we cannot criticize? Who is Dr. Adeboye that we cannot criticize him? And that's why I refuse to join any political party in Nigeria. They are the same thing. Boss of the same feather. Who is Baba Adeboye? Who is Dr. Adeboye that we cannot criticize him? If you have any personal relationship with Dr. Adeboye, it's between you and Dr. Adeboye. Not that because you want to become president and then you are now saying they should not criticize Dr. Adeboye. The same Peter Obi went to visit Wole Soyinka in his house. I still don't understand what that's supposed to mean. Wole Soyinka is just an individual like you and I. If we are to vote today, if we are to vote again, Wole Soyinka is entitled to only one vote. Dr. Adeboye is entitled to only one vote. Peter, please don't fall my hand. Do you remember a lot of people that have died in the course of all this struggle? So, who is Dr. Adeboye that we cannot criticize him? Is he behaving like a man of God? If he has been behaving like a man of God, nobody will criticize him. The same Dr. Adeboye appointed, let me use the word, appointed Olarewaju Tinubu as a pastor in regime. The same Dr. Adeboye appointed, because to me, Redeem is just a business center. The same Dr. Adeboye appointed Olarewaju Tinubu as a pastor in Redeem, and he did not see anything wrong with it. The same Dr. Adeboye who appointed Dr. Olarewaju Tinubu as a pastor in Redeem Business Center. And he did not see anything wrong with it. The same Dr. Adeboye refused to condemn Buhari's action for 8 years. And now Peter Obi came out and said, people are insulting Dr. Adeboye, they are using his name. Peter Obi, nobody is using your name. Let me tell you clearly. Nobody, if you want to join the airlines, tell us clearly now that you want to join the airlines. And stop, don't deceive us. If you want to join the airlines, let us know that you are for the airlines. And stop deceiving us. So nobody is using your name to abuse Dr. Adeboye. Why? I mean, that is the reason I will never support Peter Obi. And I say it, and I'm entitled to my opinion. All this obedient movement, and that's why I'm not a part of it. The same Peter Obi was in APGA before. Before he cross-carpeted, he was in APGA, cross-carpeted to PDP. From PDP, he now went to Labour Party. We all know that Obasanjo is your sponsor. So, will Peter Obi tell me that if he becomes the president, Obasanjo will not control him? That's one thing I don't like about Nigerian political elites. They are selfish in their thinking. The same Peter Obi went and visited Wole Soyinka. After Wole Soyinka called obedience fascist. If we are to do election today, and I said it again, and I'm not hiding my face, if we are to do election today, Dr. Adeboye does not have more than one vote. He doesn't have more than one vote. Except if he wants to rig. Wole Soyinka does not have more than one vote. So why attaching so much importance to the two of them? Well, I thank God I'm not a Labour Party member. Because I've been seeing red flag. I refuse to say it. I've been seeing red flag. But what PWB said yesterday was a careless statement to say that his supporters, people are using his name to attack Dr. Adeboye. And if they attack Dr. Adeboye, so be it. Did he behave very well? Did Dr. Adeboye behave very well? If he has behaved very well, will people attack him? Did Dr. Adeboye behave like a pastor? Did he behave like a man of God? So why is Peter being running about as if he's desperate? If God say you are going to be president of Nigeria, you will be president of Nigeria. Why are you running about? Visiting people who has disparaged you. You went and visit Wole Soyinka. I don't understand it. Wole Soyinka came out and said obedience are fascist. The same Dr. Adeboye did not say anything. During COVID-19, after COVID-19, in fact, Dr. Adeboye went to London to pray for Buhari. So, Peter Obi, please, don't sound too desperate. I don't think he has the advisors. If you had the advisors, what he did yesterday was wrong. So, that is me. Luckily, I'm not a Labour Party member. If I have to be a Labour Party member, I will feel so bad. What is so special about Dr. Adeboye? What is so special about Wole Soyinka? I can bet it with you, Peter Obi, that Dr. Wole Soyinka and Professor Wole Soyinka and Professor Dr. Adeboye did not even vote for you. I can bet it. I can bet it. Peter Obi, let me say it again. I can bet it that both Professor Wole Soyinka and Dr. Adeboye did not vote for you. So why going to meet them? If God has anointed you to be the next president of Nigeria, if God has anointed you to be the next president of Nigeria, nothing can stop it. So Peter Obi, go back again. I heard that you're a Christian. Go back again. Go and re-energize your faith. I don't think you have enough faith. If God wants you to be the next president of Nigeria, if God wants you to be the next president of Nigeria, Peter Obi, nobody can stop it. Adeboye cannot stop it. Wole Soyinka of this work cannot stop it. Even Baba Soja cannot stop it. So why are you running around begging human beings like you? People that don't even vote for you. The GO will not vote now. Why will GO vote? The GO of Redeem will not vote. Why will GO of the Redeem vote? Dr. Adeboye will not vote now. If they are to collect money, we go there to collect money. If it is a place for people, if they say that they are paying tithe to Redeem, and that on the election day, they want to pay tithe to Redeem, the GO, Dr. Adeboye will go and vote that day. So these people, they don't even care about anybody. That's one thing I don't understand it. Nigerian masses are getting it wrong. You see, Nigerian masses are getting it wrong. And I will tell you why you are getting it wrong. All these airlines, they don't care about you. Take that one to the bank. All these so-called airlines, they don't care about you. So if you think Professor Wole Soyinka is bothered about you or about your welfare, or if you think that Adeboye is bothered about your welfare, you are making a wrong assumption. They don't care about you. They don't. So don't think that these elites, they care about you. What they want is just to have access to the central purse in Abuja. Their aim and objective is to have is to have an access to the central purse in Abuja. Whoever controls, obviously, whoever controls the central purse in Abuja controls Nigeria. Let me tell you, that's the bitter truth. But enough of Peter Obi. I know that Peter Obi will take to correction. I know that Peter Obi is a gentleman. He's going to take to correction. So I know that Peter Obi will take to correction. Peter Obi, don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Don't go and be visiting enemies of Nigerians. Don't go and be visiting enemy of democracy. But Dr. Adeboye can never vote for you. So if you like, go to his house 10 times. Wale Soyinka can never vote for you. So why visiting them? And then don't do things that will make you look like as if you are too desperate. This is my advice for Peter Obi. If you like, take to it. If you like, don't take to it. Even if you like, obedient movement, you can come and abuse me. Obedient movement, you can come and abuse me. Now, I've said my own. Let's go to the main business of the day. Your brother and your presidential, how will I put it, say, your selected president, Bola Tinubu, has traveled out of the country. So let me tell you now for free, your selected president. I did not say elected though. So don't twist my word. Your selected president had traveled out of Nigeria. There's something fundamental. There's something fundamentally. Yes, I did not say elected though. So there's a difference between president elected and president selected. So I carefully use my words. The president that was selected by INEC had traveled out of Nigeria. He said he's going on a working visit. Tinubu, I think there's something wrong with you fundamentally, and I'll prove it to you now. Tinubu, there's something wrong with you fundamentally. Tinubu, there is something wrong with you fundamentally, and I prove it to you. Let's go to the Constitution. Section 1 of the Constitution. This is it. Section 1, subsection 1. Section 1. Somebody can help me write it on the screen. Section 1, subsection 1. Section 1, subsection 1 of the Constitution. With your permission, I read. This Constitution is supreme, and its provision shall have binding force on all authorities and persons throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, Tinubu that has traveled out of Nigeria, and he says he's going on a working visit. In what capacity? Issue number one. In what capacity is Tinubu traveling out of Nigeria? Issue number one. Is he traveling as a president of Nigeria? Is Tinubu traveling as a president or as what? In what capacity is Tinubu traveling out of the country? You are not yet the president, Tinubu. There is a case pending in Presidential Petition Tribunal. Let me say it again. There is still a case pending in Presidential Petition Tribunal. So in what capacity are you traveling out of the country, Tinubu? I think this Tinubu does not have common sense at all. I keep on saying it, that Tinubu does not have common sense, and that Tinubu's regime, if given the chance, will be the worst in Nigeria. In what capacity? Let me ask Tinubu again, please, because I'm confused. I don't know anything. In what capacity is Tinubu traveled out of the country, knowing fully well that there is a presidential election petition tribunal sitting, and he ought to be attending the court session? Then Tinubu decided to travel out of the country. In what capacity now? So, a president that was selected cannot even obey simple rule of the country, cannot obey simple law of the country. So, election petition tribunal is sitting. Tinubu ought to be there every day. Let me say it again. Election petition tribunal They are sitting now as we are talking. Election Petition Tribunal is sitting as we are talking now. They are sitting. In fact, lawyers have agreed that they should, that the petition should sit expeditiously. That means they should sit every day, because they are saying that they want, if they have their way, they want the petition to be heard and to be concluded before May 29. That means every day the petition tribunal will be sitting back to back, and then Tinubu ought to be in court every day. Tinubu ought to be in court every day for the sitting of the petition tribunal. Then Tinubu decided to travel out of the country. In what capacity? Can we have two presidents? Buhari is still the, whether we like it or not, Buhari is still the substantive president of Nigeria. So are we not having two presidents in Nigeria? I don't understand again, no. Do we now have two presidents in Nigeria? Because Buhari is the substantive president of Nigeria until May 29. So why will Tinubu not travel and say he's going on a working visit? Working visit to where? In what capacity? Is he as a private citizen or as president-elect of, or as president of Nigeria? I keep on saying it, that Tinubu does not have common sense. I keep on saying it, that Tinubu, you don't need to be a doctor to know that Tinubu does not have, I don't need to say it, it doesn't have. Let me read section 1, subsection 1 of the Constitution again to you. Let me read section 1, subsection 1 of the Constitution again to you. So that people will tell Tinubu and his lawyers, why did he travel out of the country when we have a crucial matter at hand? That is the presidential petition election. Section 1, subsection 1 of the Constitution. Section 1, subsection 1 of 1999 Constitution. This Constitution is supreme, and its provision shall have binding force on all authorities and persons throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Let me read it again, please. Let me read it again. And I'm going to read it slowly. Section 1, subsection 1 of 1999 Constitution as amended. This Constitution is supreme, and its provision shall have binding force on all authorities and persons throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, in what capacity is Tinubu? As Tinubu? Working visit, I don't understand it. He said he's going on a working visit. Somebody who is not yet the president. Is not yet the president of Nigeria. In fact, whatever the case, you can't even be president until May 29. Until May 29. Whether you are even elected genuinely, or you are selected, or you rig the election, or you don't rig the election, you can't even be the president until May 29, after the swearing-in ceremony. So, why is Tinubu now saying he's going on a working visit to Europe, when he knows fully well that there's a petition when he knows fully well that there's a petition before the presidential election tribunal? So why is Tinubu traveling? And I keep on saying that this Tinubu is a crook. He just wants to delay the case. He wants to delay the case. That's what Tinubu wants to do. He wants to delay the case. And if I were to be Peter Obi lawyer, they should ask for cost. There's something we call cost. Cost follow the event. If I were to be Peter Obi lawyer and Atiku's lawyer, they should ask for cost. And they should make Tinubu to write an undertaking that he cannot travel out of the country. You cannot travel out of the country at this present moment. There's a petition before the presidential petition panel. And then Tinubu now said he's going on a working visit to Europe. As what now? In what capacity? Want to allow May 29 to come? Tinubu want to allow May 29 to come before you assume office? Want to allow May 29 to come before you assume office? In Kenya, I still don't understand Nigeria again. No? In Kenya, their presidential petition panel sat for only 7 days. in Kenya, let me say it again. No. In Kenya, it's in Africa here, not even in Kenya. Their presidential petition panel sat for only 7 days and they gave judgment. So why can't we replicate that in Nigeria? Why can't this petition tribunal sit for 7 days and give judgment? Why is Tinubu so trickish? Why is it that Tinubu cannot do anything in a normal way? Why is it that Tinubu cannot abide by the rule of law? Why is it that anything that is associated with Tinubu is always crookish? Anything that is associated with Tinubu is always crookish. Tinubu can never go on a straight course. Everything concerning Tinubu is like this. Zigzag. There is still a petition before the election petition tribunal. How do you know that you are going to win at the petition? At the tribunal? How does Tinubu know that he's going to win at the tribunal? How does he know that he's going to win at the end of the day? How does he know that he's going to win? Because it's like Tinubu is even bigger than everybody in Nigeria now. Not yet, he's not yet the president. It's like Tinubu is now bigger than everybody. Even is bigger than the constitution. The way Tinubu is going about now is like it's even bigger than the constitution. Why will you travel at this crucial moment? Why will you travel at this crucial moment and you say you are going on a walking tour? Not even for medical reasons. You are going on a walking tour. Walking tour to where?